here we are voting for Ghana. We are not voting for religions. I mean, we vote to find peace for Ghana because Ghana is ours, and we don't think about the religion that we are finding ourselves inside or the religion in which the party candidate is coming from. If we are to look at that, we always cause violence and a lot of things. And I also encourage my colleagues and those who are now coming to, who just turned 18, who are now coming to vote, that we should not vote because of the person we know or because of the religion that belongs to, or the leader who is coming from that leader. We should vote and to find peace for Ghana based on competency, and also we should vote to find peace for Ghana. And we should not vote based on religion. We should vote to find peace for Ghana.
To the youth out there in other schools and then to all of Ghana, we have to say no to electoral violence as patriotic citizens. It won't bring any good to us. And like my colleague said in there, when we are making decisions at home, in our workplaces, in schools, we don't involve violence. We don't use knives and then all other things to, hurt people. So there's no difference here. We can just go to the police station, do what you're supposed to do peacefully, go back home and then decide to watch on the television, and everything will be fine. I advise everyone to go to the police station with the intention of just going to vote peacefully and then go back home.
This is electoral violence, and we explain it as the root cause of this is as a result of money in politics. People will take money from politicians to go and do work that will help the politicians to be in office. So that causes the commotion over here. And as a result of this commotion, that's caused this violence, and it has affected the public peace over here. The money that you take from a politician to go and do anything that will cause mayhem, you can't spend that money for your entire life, but you should value the peace of the society over the small amounts of cities that you take. Yes, money sharing in politics is wrong, because if you give someone money, you influence the person's decision, and the person is not in the right mind to make the right decision. And in election, there are a lot of people that you can vote for, but you need to vote for the right person. But if I give you money, I influence your decision.
Money in politics breeds corruption as well as money over merit. So when I say money over merit, for an example, let's say in a school institution, the school wants a particular student to be a head prefect because his parents have money to help fund the school, so they intend putting him in place when he doesn't have the necessary qualities to be a head boy to lead a school to a better future. So instead of them picking someone who is qualified for that position, they pick someone based on like family background, money and all those things.
I'm not going to accept that kind of money because he's trying to create that impression that when he comes into power, since he did the same thing to me, to influence me to do something for him, he could also influence another person to also do something bad against the maybe the future of the country. So this is actually a perception. And what I would also want to say to the politicians that they shouldn't engage themselves in all this. If they want a clean sheet, if they want a fair something, they should try as much as possible to desist from all these things which might cause electoral violence.
From the Iowa to West Wuogon by-election, we saw that there was a lot of intimidation, there was a lot of violence, and we hope that it won't ever happen again, because electoral violence should be a thing of the past, because it carves the ankles of our soul and derelicts the epic of our minds. Good governance, good electoral processes. Our electoral processes should be void of irregularities. There should be a good voters register. Everyone should be compelled. If you are of age and ready to vote, you must do it accordingly.